Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day today. We will start in a minute as we get more people in here. Hey, Spotti, let's hear from you to make sure your connection's good.
Hello.
Hey,
Do you
yeah,
hear me?
sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
How's your summer been?
It is very hot here.
Yeah, also very hot where I am.
I'm nearly melting.
Do you have air conditioning?
No,
Oh, yeah, I could not live without air conditioning where I am.
I have just a fan.
Fan and some windows. I hope it gets cool at night there.
No cool air either. It's hot even during the night. So I have all the windows open, no wind at all. So it is very hot.
Well, I hope it cools down there sooner than later. Know how melting is. Your new collection also gives a sense of melting. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
There are. I started to paint the collection several months ago when it was not so hot. But I like warm colors, and also when I use blues and greens, I prefer the warm shade of these colors too.
Okay, great. We'll go ahead and get started with our space here. More people can come on in. A few quick updates for the week is now you can use the Stargaze with your email address via Capsule. It creates a pass key. So feel free to check that out. And I believe you also do not need to sign transactions when you do that. So be careful when you hit buy now. There's no transaction approved. You will buy it right away. Merkle Tree Flex will be arriving this week, so you'll be able to allocate different amounts of NFTs for people on whitelist to be able to mint up to, I believe, 400,000 addresses. And Adam August projects have been announced earlier this week. I'll post that up here once we get a chance. On the governance side of things, we're still accepting feedback for the mint revenue distribution, and there was a Twitter poll with the 3 versus 5 days for an escrow period, and 5 days was more popular. With that, let's hear from our featured creator for this week. Welcome, Spotti.
Hello everybody. Thanks to have me here this evening. And sorry for my usual bad English.
Your English is great. So for the people who may not be very familiar with you or your work, could you give us a quick introduction to yourself and your background?
Well, I'm an artist, traditional artist, and I paint with different techniques. Mainly watercolors, but I like also acrylic. And this collection, for example, was made using acrylic on cardboard. And I started drawing when I was very little. And when I was in my teen, for example, I used watching anime, Japanese anime at television, and with a book in my hand, and then I draw, for example, pieces of characters, faces, and so on while watching television. But in time, then I developed a particular love for painting, and since I discovered Stargaze, so since the very beginning, because I received the airdrop, I've been here because I think that Stargaze is a very friendly community. And I like it. So that's my story, more or less.
Yeah, and could you touch down a little bit about how IRL pieces, the physical pieces relate to your work. I'm looking at a few pieces right now. I have some archaic lists and the cow collection as well. Very, very great piece of the work.
This collection was born because I created physical painting on a slate of marble for a person that asked me something made of marble, something that I was completely free to develop. So I created this painting with the mixed colors, and when I finished it, I took some photographs, and I discovered that I liked it more when I was able to really see the details that my naked eye is not even able to see. So I tried to take some macro photographs, but of course with my phone, with my mobile phone, the photographs were not so nice, so good. But anyway, they were showing all the tiny details, the very tiny lines, the colors merging, and the dots creating by bubble of air after exploding. So I tried on a piece of cardboard to create other paintings, and took to a shop that they print photographs, and they have also a professional scanner for digitizing photographs. Because since I like a lot using also gold and silver paint, if you try to digitize with a normal scanner, gold and silver, usually in the image they become black. They show as black color. So I went to the shop and I tried the digitization of some of these pieces. And when I went home to check the result, I was really enthusiastic about the result, the outcome. So I created more pieces, and one by one I took to the shop to digitize. It is a pity that the man running the shop, he is very stubborn. So I was telling him, please do the digitization at even higher resolution, because I would have liked to see even more details. But he is terribly stubborn, and so he decided what I had to get. Even if I pay him, of course, but I'm not able to make him change his mind. And during the first digitizations, he didn't even dusted the glass of the scanner. So he gave me some digitizations with the dust in the images, and I had to digitally clean everything.
Oh, wow.
But anyway,
you gotta go get your money back, huh?
no, because he is in the beginning he said that everything was all right, but anyway, when I complained, then he started to dust the glass. So the last pieces were okay without any need of applying any digital cleaning. And it took me a lot of time cleaning digitally, because when the digitization is made at such a high resolution, even very, very small things, even more like a very tiny speck of dust, are visible. And so there were some specks of dust that really annoyed me, and I had absolutely to clean them. Instead, there are other dots in the images, and I left those dots because they are the paint, made by the paint, because if I shake the color, because these acrylics are more liquid than other kind of acrylics, and if I shake them a lot and pour on the cardboard, there is air, bubbles of air inside the color, the paint. And if I drop different colors, one on top of the other, in time, the bubbles will explode, and inside, even if it is very, very small, you can see other colors. So I decided to leave these dots, because were part of the painting, not an artifact created by the dust on the scanner.
So, just to confirm, did you started the process painting on marble, or you wanted to replicate what a natural marble creation would look like on cardboard? Like, what was the initial concept or intention from the concept for the process here?
No, the marble was because the person asking me to paint the first paint of this kind was talking me about his desire to feel himself grounded on physical things, because I didn't knew this person. So before painting something on commission, I asked him to tell me something about himself, and then I had this idea to use marble. But after this first piece,
But by using marble, you mean you were painting on marble, or
yes,
using
yes,
like the
yes,
actual,
I use
very heavy medium?
yes, I use a real slate of marble. But then when I discovered how nice this liquid painting could be when seen in very high resolution, I decided to replicate that technique, but on cardboard, because cardboard, being flexible, you can twist and move the colors as you prefer. So you have more possibilities of dominating the parts created by the colors and the paint. And some of the paintings, I moved the color also with a toothpick, a little stick of wood with a point. So I moved the paint with the with the toothpick. And in order, I just bent the cardboard and inclined the surface while adding more colors and mixing it just by turning the cardboard. So with the slate of marble, it is not possible to have this kind of freedom with the paint. So I prefer the cardboard. And
So what was your final deliverable to the person who commissioned it? Was it one individual piece, or was it many pieces of cardboard?
It was just one piece. He commissioned me, so I just did one piece for this person, and then I just began to experiment with the cardboard. I didn't have any cardboard at the time, so I had the boxes from the cereals that I usually have for breakfast. So I cut the boxes of the cereals and used the back, the gray part of the cereals boxes for doing my experiments. And then I went on using the cereal boxes because they had the right toughness and they were easily available because since I usually eat at breakfast cereals every day, so I was creating enough cardboard supports for the paintings.
So for this collection, how many individual pieces of cardboard or cereal boxes did you paint to create your 910 pieces?
I painted, I think, 30 pieces and at least 30 different pieces. But from some pieces, I took only 4 or 5 images, and from other I took 30 or 40 pieces because I cut the image, the high resolution image. I cut the size of the banners in different parts of the original image. And so all the 900 pieces are, each one is different from the other because I turned the image and then turned it again. And in some cases, I mirrored it. And then anyway, I applied these grids all of the same dimension and digitally cut the digitizations.
Why did you decide to go with banners for this project and not, the full rectangle piece?
Because I think that in some cases the full piece is far less beautiful than the segment. You in the last months or maybe last year, I became fascinated by something completely different. That is the concept, the microbiome, the tiny things that we have in our body, in our guts, because I think that it is such as a a universe inside us, a living universe. Maybe they live in societies. I don't know. We are the universe of our microbiome. So, since I was so fascinated by the tiny things, I also had this idea about doing the very high resolution images. And so I preferred going in, zooming in the image and selecting part of the image. This is the reason why I'm going to raffle at the end of the mint some of the originals, but not all, because I think that some can be used as a painting on its own, on its own right. It is quite nice, but other paintings are not that nice, seen as a whole. They are nice as seen as details.
Great. Yeah, I was going to ask you if there's going to be an opportunity for people to get their hands on the physical version, just similar to like Archaic Bliss and the Cow Collection, which I have in my office right now. So, what will that process look like? Is it going to be dependent on how many banners people hold, or what are you thinking?
I was thinking to do raffles, so every banner will be a ticket. I'm going to select the physical paintings that can be raffled, that I deem suitable for people to get something nice, something beautiful, even if it is less beautiful than the details, I think, in my opinion. Anyway, I will select the nicest, and at the end of the mint, all the people will have a ticket for each banner they own. So I think that with that very nice tool that I've discovered that enables doing snapshots, I will have all the addresses, and I will be able to use the addresses for doing the raffles.
Great. And a couple of, can you tell us a couple of details on your collection? I believe the whitelist is open right now, right? And who has been whitelisted? And what's the pricing look like?
I'm very. This is my first collection with enough pieces for a whitelist, so I have no experience on giving away whitelist. Anyway, all the previous collectors of my other collections are whitelisted, and then I asked some friends and some other collections where I am just a collector to help me spread some whitelist. Also because I think that on Twitter, usually people are not able to see my posts, so I'm not able to reach out and communicate important things in when they are needed. So this afternoon, today, I posted the news that if people would have liked to be added to the whitelist, they just had to give me their address. But I think that very people saw that post. Anyway, the problem is that I also have a full-time job, so I'm not able to always follow everything that happens. So this is why I asked some other collections to give me a hand in distributing the whitelist. So the whitelisted people will be able to mint up to 3 pieces. Since we are in Atom August, the pieces will be mintable in Atom, 0.33 Atom in whitelist, and 0.4 Atom in public mint. Okay.
Great. Yeah, I see the mint count slowly inching up as well while we're on the call here. I want to go ahead and get some questions or comments from the community. It looks like we have Fada on right now. Welcome. Hello, Fada Labs. Are you with us? Maybe give them a second to come back here. So, Spotti, what was the most challenging thing about this collection over the other collections you've done? Like, it's very different from, I think, your other work.
Can you repeat the question? I've not been able to.
It was, what was the most challenging thing about this collection? Because it's very different.
The cleaning of the dust. That was
just going through and fixing the digitizer's problems.
Yes, it was very, very challenging because it took me a lot of time, a huge amount of time. Even if I was using the Band-Aid in GIMP, that it was a nice help.
You didn't try the generative fill or like the new AI tools, did you?
No, because I didn't want to change too much. I just dabbed with the Band-Aid on the dust, and that's it. And then I'm not such an experienced digital user, because I usually paint and that's it. So it was already too much for me to use this tool. But I think that the tool did a nice job. But it took me a lot, because I wanted to select only the specks of dust. And maybe an artificial intelligence tool might have took the dots that I would have liked to stay on the image as something to clean. And so I won't like to select what to clean and what to leave.
Yeah, so it sounds like if you were to redo this project over again, you would maybe use a different scanner or a different place to size your images at. That might be the only thing you would change.
Yes, I would change the head of the man at the shop. Anyway, the difficult thing is also to find a scanner suitable for digitizing this kind of images, because I've tried to other shops, I went to other cities to try to other shops, but they didn't have the right kind of scanner. But next time I will start complaining immediately, and I will take a clothes with me and hand it to the man at the shop and ask him to clean the glass before everything else.
Yeah, if I don't know if I'm remembering correctly or not, but part of what your job is, you work in like a museum, right? And you have access to some really nice high-level archival scanners, but you have to use a different one for this specific process.
I'm not working in a museum, but in a supercomputing center, And
Okay, sorry.
but we work with museums as well, and we use the photogrammetric technique for acquiring images or environments from museums or from, I don't know, cultural heritage places. In particular, a colleague of mine is very good in this photogrammetric technique. And we used it for Arcadic Bliss collection because being with the borders made with the in black ink, with the scanner, the black ink goes to face. You are not able to show the blackness of the ink. So he helped me and did the photogrammetry of those paintings. But if the image is made all of colors, the scanner is okay, and it is also able to show you the particles in the gold or silver paint, because of course they use particles able to reflect light with those paints.
Okay, yeah, I know you know all the details about scanning. I want to give another opportunity for any questions, comments, or if anyone else has anything to pop on to the stage, please request to speak and we'll get you guys up here. Also, feel free to add any comments in the thread here. Spotti, you said you created about 30 of these individual images, right? That you painted on cardboard. Did you create any other process pieces prior to those 30 you ended up going with?
I created on marble other 3 pieces some time ago about, I called it climate change. It was just an experiment. And because in this case, the images I've created for the collection are abstract. There are no elements, recognizable elements. But instead, when I created the 3 pieces about climate change, I had images in my mind to be created. But I usually go directly with the experiment, and then things happen. And so the first images I created for this collection were less satisfying for me, so I just took very few pieces, just 3, 4, 5. And then when I created the last pieces, after the first 2 or 3, I became more confident in the use of the paint, and so I was able to get many more banners from just one image. And I don't know what I'm going to do next, even if I'm working at a project with a musician. We would like to create a book with songs for children, using another one of my board games. I created a couple of board games when I was in primary school. One was transformed into an NFT last winter on Stargaze, and then I have another one, and using the the environment, the things happening in this board game. With this musician, we are going to create these sheets of music with my drawings, and we will try to transform it into an NFT collection as well.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we had a great time playing the game you made last year. I think it was for Halloween. I think so.
Hello.
It was for Halloween. Yeah, we played it in Discord, and I think there were prizes as well. So yeah, it'd be fun to do that again now with the new game you've got. It looks like we've got Fada back here. Welcome.
Glad to be here. This is the Matic Man, now the Multi-Chain Man, and I am so glad to be bringing our Women of Fada to Stargaze. We are super excited. We appreciate all that Brady's done for us, and Maria from Women from Cosmos. She's been a longtime friend, and we've, in fact, I didn't know this space was at the same time. I'm actually with my personal account over in the NFT Happy Hour account with Joe 2.0 and Maria and a number of other people, but I am just stoked about coming to Stargaze. We're launching our Women of Fada collection August 30th, and we've enjoyed getting to meet some new people. We already knew a number of people from Stargaze, but meeting some new people, just enjoying it. And just wanted to drop in and just say hello, enjoying hearing about Spotti Stars and your vision and all you're doing. So yeah, thanks for letting me just say hello. Enjoying the space.
Yeah, thanks for saying hi. Looking really forward to your collection coming in a couple of weeks here. It's going to be exciting to have you with us and the collection here. Thanks again. Nucleus, welcome.
Hey, Dottie. Hey, Ruin. I had a question for Spotti. Just why cardboard? Why did you choose that as your medium?
Because it is already available after eating the cereals, and so I can have a lot of cardboard for experimenting, and it is tough enough, but not too much. Usually the sheets of paper I use for watercolors, they are not suitable for this kind of experiments, because the acrylic is different, of course, from the watercolors. And then also I liked this light gray color of the cardboard, and the cardboard, when you zoom in, it is possible to see of the particles of the cardboard that are made of different colors. So it gave more movement to the image.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for walking me through your thought process. You also mentioned that there were a few kind of rough drafts that you have, and you're not releasing them in the collection. That would be cool to release as like whole pieces, maybe in raffles or like one-of-ones, to kind of support your portfolio on Stargaze and help like tell some of your community part of the story through the rough drafts and how it evolved into the Atomic Summer.
I'm going to see what I was thinking about an evolution of the images, because before creating the banners, I became fascinated also by the images that pops out these abstract pieces. So I can see things. I called this idea the Rorschach doodle, because everyone can see something different in the same shapes. So maybe later on this year or next year, I'd like to ask the owners of the liquid color banners if they want to try their hand to draw shapes, images, things, animals, people, everything, digitally, of course, on their banner if they see something, and then we can select those that people like more, and then we can mint and distribute them to the owners of the liquid color banners. But I have to think this idea better. But it was, I think it might be funny to do something with these images further, but by the community. So people that try drawing things with using the banners as a background.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, excited to see what you'll do with the collection. And we do also have the real world minter that you may be wanting to use at some point. If you want to have people mint something and you be able to send it to them directly, might be a nice option with some of the previous work you've done. Do we have any more questions or comments from the community for Spotti? Anyone else have anything to pop up for? Spotti, is there anything else you'd like to mention? Maybe something we didn't cover?
I don't know. I think I have spoken enough with my horrible English. I never know what people are able to understand when I speak. So
No, your English is better than many Americans I know. So you're doing just great. But yeah, no, this was a great chat, Spotti. Thanks for coming on. Excited for the collection and banners, and it's one of our first collections as well, minting in Atom. I think that's part of the namesake. I don't know if that had any influence on naming the collection, but minting in Atom.
Because the name of the collection was Liquid Colors, but then I thought that since it was Atom August, I would have changed the name in Atomic Liquid Colors. But it was okay because you can see the particles of the paint. So it is not so atomic, but nearly. If the man at the shop would have used a higher resolution, we could have gotten some atoms visible, maybe.
The next collection can be subatomic.
Yes, I'd like to. I really like to. Anyway, I would like to add the thing that if someone want to be in the whitelist and didn't have time to join before, you can send me your address, and because Graphene told me that I will be able to add more people to the whitelist. So I have left a number of wallets that can be added, so I can try this feature as well.
Great. Yeah, always learning. So it sounds like if you guys want to be on the whitelist for this new collection, contact Spotti and she'll get you on there. Thanks again for joining us, Spotti, and everyone else. Also, last thing, I want to thank Serkan, Brady, and Starty, who help our projects each and every week. We would not be able to have this conversation without them. So big ups to them. Thanks again, everyone, for joining. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next week. Have a great Freshman Friday tomorrow.
Thank you.